For fun tips and cool information, tune in to Healingtalks.com. And so when you run, do you run with some dates or something?
Generally, no. I will eat if I'm in a race, just because as the intensity increases, you go through more fuel. But when I'm training, I train at a much lower intensity, so I'm mostly burning fat. But in a race, I go up into sugar burning, so that requires, fueling.
So if it's more than like 5 or 10K, then you...
Well, it's not so much the distance, it's the effort, the intensity.
I see.
As the heart rate increases, you go more and more into sugar burning. Lower heart rates, you're burning more fat. Higher heart rates, you're burning more sugar.
I see. Now, do you, let's say you have a morning race, do you eat at all before that? Or how do you prepare?
I do, but I eat 3 hours before.
3 hours.
Today was a disaster. I'm not getting any sleep here just because it's so nice being around intelligent, cool, fun people. So I'm getting like an hour or two of sleep a night.
And yet you just did a marathon, right?
I did, but I got an hour of sleep before the marathon.
Right.
Normally I eat 3 hours before the race. Today I got up half an hour before the race, ate 10 minutes before the race, which means my stomach is... You never want to eat before a race because you're in a state of stress. Because emotionally, you know what's coming.
Right.
And people can say they're relaxed before the race, but they're really not. Everybody's under some stress. And when you're having a stress response, blood is diverted away from the digestive system and into the muscle to get you ready for a fight or flight.
Right.
So it's very difficult to digest things before a race.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
So I usually give myself a 3-hour window. And it's usually a smoothie.
Yeah.
Because by blending it, I'm breaking up the fiber more to make it even that much more digestible.
I see.
Whereas just eating the fruit, you've still got the fiber, and that's going to slow down the absorption, slow down digestion, and you don't have a lot of blood there to begin with because you're stressed.
So you'll have the smoothie 3 hours before.
Do a smoothie 3 hours before race.
Okay. And then during the race, maybe yes, maybe
Today, I didn't start eating until probably an hour and a half in.
And what do you usually take with you?
I was hoping they would have dates, but they didn't have dates.
Okay.
They had watermelon, oranges, and I'm not a fan of either one of those in a race. So I waited until 13 miles. Somebody finally brought out dates.
Gave you some, I see. And then after a race, within the hour?
Smoothie.
A smoothie.
Within 15 minutes.
Within 15 minutes.
Within 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yep.
I see. And that replenishes you.
Yeah, because you've got a window where your muscles and your liver will quickly soak up the sugar and rebuild your glycogen stores.
Right.
But if you wait too long, like for some people it's 30 minutes, for some people it's 45. If you go beyond that threshold, it can take 72 hours to get the glycogen back in. But if you do it right away, the glycogen gets rebuilt very, very quickly.
That's important to know.
So you recover much, much faster if you eat
do it
very soon after.
So you must take a blender with you out of your juice,
I make something before.
Before and you
before
keep
I
it
leave.
fresh.
I have a cooler in the car.
That's better, yeah. Absolutely.
Thanks for tuning into HealingTalks.com. Check us out again.